Basso.
Very nice, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get your mic going.
Yeah. Hiya.
Okay.
You alright?
Yeah.
Good.
You performed last night at the Reggae Stomp Club.
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was a great crowd. The Helsinki crowd came out in full force. We partied dancehall style. Everybody was on the stage with me doing the dancehall dances and, you know, getting stuff done. So it was a good crowd. It was a good show.
It's kind of an intimate place. Do you prefer those kind of a bit smaller venues where you can really smell the sweat?
I don't mind as long as there's a good crowd. I like big crowds, small crowds, big venues, small venues. As long as there's people there to enjoy themselves, I don't mind. But obviously big venues are fun to do because, you know, you're reaching out to a lot more people and it's a different vibe. I think you have to entertain a bit harder. So, you know, to get the vibes across to the whole venue. And smaller crowds are nice to do, smaller venues are nice to do because it is intimate and you can incorporate people into your act. So.
Okay. Have you always been a performer? Did you do when you were 5 years old?
Yeah.
Did you always grab something?
Yeah, I was always playing like a toy that was like like a little xylophone or those little rinky-dink keyboards. Went on to take piano lessons in the end and things like that. I used to love like watching Madonna live on stage, even though my mum didn't like it because she was quite raunchy.
Yeah.
But, and Michael Jackson, of course. Like, so I've always been interested in performing, and then I went to college and studied performing arts. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're from London?
Yeah, from London. West Indian parents, Dominican and Jamaican. So my mum's Dominican, my dad's Jamaican.
Was there a lot of Caribbean music at your house?
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
Especially on Sundays was the day where it was day of rest, cook food, and it was just reggae music.
So your parents were also into reggae music?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was from Sound System Exodus and my uncle was from Special Edition, so it's always been a part of our lives.
Is it natural for kids from West Indian parents to go somewhere out in music to perform or make? Is it something that comes naturally?
No, not all. Just because your parents are West Indian, if you're not equipped to do music, you're not. It doesn't matter where you're from. But obviously, the influence of doing reggae music was from my background.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How did you get to doing music and to perform?
It was just basically I hooked up with the Sun Cycle crew from Northwest London. And basically started doing singing pieces with them, and then they was like, oh, maybe we need you to MC, and you know, can you do it? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then we cut a whole album. It went to Japan for got signed by EMI, Toshiba EMI out there. Although we didn't have the chance to go out there, the album done quite well. And it took it from there, and then people started to say, who's the girl? Like, she sounds good. She sounds as good as the guys, and da-da-da-da. And then eventually it was just like everybody branched out onto solo projects, and I just decided to try something by myself and hooked up with Sticky and came with Sticky Situation and I Too Fast. People loved it, and then that's why I'm here, I suppose. And just yeah, it
hit really big a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Was it intimidating for you to jump into that side of the business to actually do it, or was it something that you've been dreaming of?
A bit of both. I'd like obviously to be a bit further, and the more people, the more mainstream you go, but still keeping your roots and your underground roots. We want people to hear your music at the end of the day. As much people you can get to hear your music, that's the best thing. So, but it was nerve-wracking because I was doing it without my group. I was doing it solo, and I was used to being with the rest of the boys. So it's a bit of both, nerve-wracking, but I'm comfortable with it, getting comfortable with it now.
And being a female dancehall MC, it's not an everyday thing. It's not, a lot of girls start singing Disney tunes or ballads or something like that. Yeah. So, what was it like? A natural thing for you that you're an MC and not a singer that much?
No, it's not. It's the other way around. I was actually sang first. I grew up, was in the choir, took a keen interest to singing. Always loved singing, but obviously I could always like MC as well at the same time. I could always do both. Yeah. So it was just a point of just practicing and making it, perfect as much as I could to get it on a professional level, and that's what I did. So I incorporate singing with my MCing, and I use a lot of harmonies and a lot of melodies and stuff. So yeah, it helps.
But you said that you were in a choir first.
Yeah, well, as a kid in high school, from primary school to high school, I was in a choir. That I think that helps me today to get, you know, my harmonies and to know keys and octaves and, you know, definitely.
That's kind of funny because every single black musician that I've had on this show, they all started from the church and from the choir and then established on their own.
Yeah,
so
it's a great
It gives a good base.
Yeah, definitely.
But you couldn't rap in the church, so you had to go out.
Weren't allowed, you have to do that at home.
Okay. Okay, so Lady Chann is here with me and we'll listen to Friday Night by Leisure All Stars, and you're featuring here.
Yeah.
How do you recall this tune? The making of it?
It was just basically me listening to the track, thinking what I'd done on a Friday night with my friends, what other people do on Friday night, you know, and I just recall the whole procedure of from getting ready and going to the club and what was happening in the club and etc.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, let's hit it. It's almost Friday. It's Thursday, but basically it's Friday because the weekend starts after today. So here is Leisure All Stars with Lady Chann.